all local, all morning. You're watching Fox 61 Morning News.
First at 6, Thanksgiving travel rush. It is heating up this morning. It's expected to be the busiest day for air travel, and I expect more company out there on the roads as well. We have live team coverage for you coming up here. Good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus America areas.
And I'm Bridget Bureau. We have a lot of people traveling today, so weather is top of mind. Let's check in with Rachel Piscitelli to see what all the road warriors and the travelers up in the sky need to know.
If you're heading out this morning, first thing, you should be fine. Mostly dry, but if you're heading out trying to get in that one last work day ahead of the holiday, well, you're going to encounter some rain, with some rain developing late today into tonight. Temperature wise, though, this morning it is a cold start to our morning, anywhere from about 2 to 6 to 12 degrees colder than this time yesterday. So most of us are sitting in the upper 20s and 30s. We have 43 though in Chester. You're an outlier. 39 in Waterbury, 31 in Torrington, and about 28 degrees in Willimantic. Now, taking a look at the current satellite and radar for us here locally, it's mostly cloudy, but you can actually see down to the south and the west of us this morning. Some severe thunderstorms in Alabama now. There's some rain towards Indiana as well as Ohio, pushing out of Kentucky now too, and we are anticipating a little bit of rain as we head into the evening tonight. So for the kids at the bus stop, temperatures around 53 degrees and cloudy. Some showers around towards this evening with cloudy skies as well. So that chance for rain continues to increase as we head into the afternoon and evening, mainly after about 4 or 5 o'clock. There's another rain chance on the way for tomorrow, more in the way of on and off showers expected. High temperatures today will be in the mid 50s rather. It's going to be quite comfortable into the upper 50s for our Wednesday. It's all rain. And then by Thursday, it's going to cool down. Temperatures will be in the mid 40s. We also have some wind on the way for our Thanksgiving. We'll have more details on where we go from here coming up. At 6:02, we are mostly quiet across the state. Road work as wrapped up for the morning commute for the most part here in the 6 o'clock hour. So Hartford to Massachusetts is around 40 minutes, as well as New Haven into Rhode Island at about 67. New Haven to New York is about an hour drive right now. And then Waterbury to New York is around 56 minutes. A live look outside over in Hartford on 84 east and westbound, as well as your Hartford drive times from Windsor to the 84 interchange at around 3 minutes. New Britain Ave to the Hartford Tunnel is 5. Erica.
Rachel, thanks so much. All right, 6:02 now, and the travel rush is on to get to that Thanksgiving feast. From the sky to the roads and rails, millions of people are venturing out this week.
So Fox 61 has it all covered for you. We have live team coverage, so let's get a quick check with Glenn. He is live at the airport where it's expected to be the peak travel day. And Glenn, when we checked in with you earlier, there were a lot of people behind you.
Yeah, good morning, Bridget, Eric. What a change from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. here in terms of the lines over there at the TSA security check. Virtually non-existent at this point. We're going to take a closer look in there. You can probably see some folks traveling through there now, but really in terms of busyness here at Bradley International Airport, not much on what is supposed to be among one of the busiest air travel days across the nation that we've seen here. This also comes on the eve of some new features around Bradley International Airport. There used to be some bag check-in terminals here at the end of some of the airport check-in lines. Those have been phased out. We took a look down there earlier, down by the Sheraton Hotel area. There used to be a bunch of those. Didn't see any of them. It's part of Bradley International Airport's renovations to make things, make the ease of travel a little easier on people flying out of here. They're also including in the parking garage some lights that are on top of the garage. Green for an open parking space, red for a parking space that is taken. There's also some lights on the end of all of those parking spaces that tell you exactly how many spaces are left in the parking garage. So definitely a lot more convenient here for travelers if they're coming to the airport, especially on air travel days that might be a little busier. Make it easier for them to park in the parking garage over there and get through some of the TSA lines, which have been widened to make it easier for folks to walk through. Now, we spoke to a couple travelers about some of these new features here at Bradley International Airport, as well as some of the busy air travel. Here's what they had to say.
It's actually not that bad. It's kind of empty, but I would expect it to be more full, but it's all right.
That's great. Make it easier, because I'll tell you, it's not a lot of fun to travel sometimes, especially in the holidays, but that sounds great.
I tell you what, this is kind of normally the scenes that we see here around 6, 7 o'clock. And that has been pretty great so far here for travelers. Nevertheless, though, TSA is still giving out some of the usual warnings to travelers there. They're saying arrive at the airport early, make sure you pack smart, and as well as remember those real ID laws. If you don't have one, you need that additional form of identification to make it through these TSA lines without getting some additional screenings. Definitely make sure you pack right, make sure you get here early, and have a safe and happy Thanksgiving travel season. But for right now, live from Bradley International Airport, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
Nice to see it calmer out there at the airport, but what a difference an hour makes, right?
Yeah, it was packed.
It was hopping.
Yeah.
Well, officials say this could be one of the busiest Thanksgiving travel weeks in years, and that includes the rails.
Fox 61's Priscilla Mays is live in Hartford with what you need to know before you head out the door this morning. Priscilla, looks like Hartford Line published a new schedule just for Thanksgiving, so tell us more about that.
That's right. Good morning, Erica. Well, CT Rail and Amtrak are already gearing up for that travel surge, and the Hartford Line actually rolled out a special holiday service plan starting today with more trains, more seats, and a reminder to check those schedules because they will be changing throughout the week. Now, this morning, the CT Rail Hartford Line begins its boosted Thanksgiving schedule today and tomorrow. Riders can expect a regular weekday schedule with extra trains, all running with 4 cars to increase capacity. And on Thanksgiving Day, the Hartford Line switches to a modified holiday schedule, then returns to a regular weekday schedule Friday. Saturday brings a modified weekend schedule, while Sunday features a regular weekend schedule with additional trains to handle the post-holiday rush. Meanwhile, Amtrak says most of its trains are expected to sell out, and many will not accept CT Rail tickets. They're adding cars to some Northeast regional trains and boosting frequencies on the Northeast corridor. But many people will still be driving. AAA expects more than 700,000 Connecticut residents to hit the road. Regionally, more than 3.1 million New Englanders are expected to travel by car. Right now, gas prices in Connecticut are about 6 cents higher than last year, but lower than the state's peak this past September at $3.21. So whether you're hitting the road or hopping on a train, the bottom line is expect delays, expect crowds, and definitely plan ahead. The best place to look for updated train times is still hartfordline.com. So again, just be prepared for all of that as you travel during this busy time. For now, live in Hartford, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
All right, Priscilla, good to hear that there are a lot of options for folks. Thanks so much for the update there. Well, meantime, at 6:07 this morning, happening in Waterbury today, the man accused of shooting 5 people at the Brass Mill Center Mall is expected back in court. Tawan Washington has pleaded not guilty to all the charges against him, and that includes 5 felony assault charges. Police say that he fired shots inside the mall after an argument escalated. All those bystanders who were hit survived.
6:08, and right now, East Lyme police say they're looking for 2 people who attacked a man near his home and then threw him out of a moving car. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi has the very latest.
Here, police tell us a 41-year-old man was assaulted by 2 people and thrown from a moving vehicle Sunday night. Now, I spoke to several neighbors, and they tell me this is not something that happens in this neighborhood. They actually told me people bring the children here for trick-or-treating. A trail of blood. That's what police say they found after a man was thrown from a car on Hillcrest Road Sunday. Investigators say the blood went from the man's house to where he was thrown from the vehicle. Now the violent scene has left a community in disbelief.
Almost literally in front of our home. Very shocking. Yeah, I think everybody who's learning about it are shocked.
A neighbor who wished to stay anonymous tells us they lived in the area for 7 years and describes it as a calm and welcoming neighborhood.
Because this is such a quiet neighborhood. And
almost boring.
Yeah, almost boring. Yes, and we walk the neighborhood all the time for our exercise, and we go to the beach all the time. We walk down there, walk back, and it's a nice community. It's a beach community.
Although it's still unclear whether the victim knew his attackers, neighbors say they still feel safe in the area.
I'm not a type of person to worry about things like that. It's the first time something like this, so it's a random thing, and no, I'm not worried.
We're still working to find out the victim's condition, but for now, East Lyme police are asking anyone with information to call them. In East Lyme, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
Well, the countdown to the Manchester Road Race, the 89th Manchester Road Race, has entered the home stretch. We're getting excited. Of course, Fox 61 is going to have Lyme team coverage for you of the road race. All the action starts at 9 a.m. Thanksgiving morning.
2 days out. Can't believe it's almost here. Erica and I will be there in downtown Manchester covering it all from start to finish. And you can join us by watching it right here on Fox 61. We'll also be streaming our race coverage on Fox 61 Plus. You can download it on your TV and watch for free.
Right now, just over 12,000 people have signed up to take part in the special Thanksgiving Day tradition. If you haven't yet, you do still have time, but keep in mind, registration closes tonight at 11:59. You're going to be locked out after that. Just head over to fox61.com/MRR for all the information you need, all the road race resources like how to sign up, bib pickup information, road closures, and more.
And the day after the road race is the Ray Crothers Blood Drive. It'll be held from 8:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. at Manchester High School. Manchester Road Race officials urge all runners, walkers, volunteers, and those watching to donate a pint. If you do want to donate, you are asked to make an appointment, but walk-ins are welcome. We have more information about the blood drive over on our website, fox61.com.